All right. So yesterday, some interesting events unfolded, as do every day in 2022, the fourth quarter. But today we are talking about the arrest of Sam Bankman-Fried. Yeah, the gentleman was finally taken into custody yesterday. And some people speculate, as they often do. You know, one thing about people is they're going to speculate. But some people are speculating that this was due to the GOP hearing that was set for him today. He was going to be appearing in front of GOP representatives and basically having a hearing about, the scandal with the FTX, FTC, BDBDB, ABDBDBD, all those acronyms. Yeah, sounds likely. But at the same time, I can't necessarily say for sure that that's the reason that the arrests took place. The reason that I'm saying that is because, and forgive me, because I'll be honest with you. When we're talking about stories about eccentric billionaires running off with money and scamming the world for colluding with the government and funding elections and wars, I don't expect much of the information to come out about those kind of situations to be too accurate. At least not when it's recent. We won't know the truth about this ever, maybe, or potentially 5 years from now when it's can't do anything, can't harm anyone. That's how these kind of things go. So, speculate away. That's all we have. But let's go with the narrative that it is true. That they did go ahead and, put him out of commission because he was going to appear in front of Republicans. The reason I say, let's say it was because I was pretty sure that he's in the Bahamas and nobody could find his location or he wasn't being extradited or something like that. Who knows? But if the narrative is correct and it was because they didn't want him to go ahead and appear in front of the GOP, that really does make sense. Because for those of you who don't know, if you've been living under a rock, it has been exposed that the FTX business was sending sizable contributions to representatives on the Democratic Party or their campaign efforts in order to bolster them. Also, a bit of that money was sent over there to Ukraine in order to aid with the conflict that is going on there. I think it's obvious that there's money laundering that's involved. You don't have to be a crazy conspiracy theorist to fully know that. It's obvious. But what exactly is going on, we don't know. And we may never know. And it would be incentives on the Democratic side to never let that kind of information come out. And I can guarantee you right now, with the way that things currently are in America, in politics, if there are Democrats who are saying that it's against their political interest, then there will be Republicans who will agree that it is against their political interest, because as much as we don't believe it on the outside, the Republican and the Democratic Party are in bed with each other currently and have been, especially and specifically the people who are in power and have been in power for a long time. Institutional Democrats and Republicans is what we will call them. Fixtures of the system. People like the Pelosi's, the people like the Mitch McConnells, the people who are deeply entrenched in the swamp. There will always be double psyops being ran against each other with triple incentives, hidden agendas. We have to scrap the system. I don't mean burn down America. I don't mean terminate the Constitution. I mean, we have to scrap, first off, you have to scrap any hope that you can believe in a party. Maybe a person, but that would still be a little foolish by my determination. But in a party, you have to scrap that. Think for yourself as an individual. Think for yourself as an American.